Hey YouTube, that's an update of the 150-gallon South American setup. Unfortunately, we're getting a little long in the tooth with some of these fish. They're wearing out. I think I'm just down to 3 of the earth eaters, the redheads here. I still have 2 pair of the half-wild angels, but they just constantly beat each other up. So they're a little ragged. Various tetras, of course, as usual. I've got my Bolivians that are awesome. Got a little emperor tetra in here that's pretty great. I'd love to get some more of those. Those breed real easily in an aquarium too. I'll often find fry in there when I have a group of emperor tetras. I also have Dorsigera in here. They're have several pairs. They're kind of in breeding form right now, so they are back hiding out in the caves that they have made. Got a pair from Rachel O'Leary. Shout out to Ms. Jinx. And they're in here somewhere. There's 2 pairs in here, but they're doing what they do right now. Got their colors going, and I'm not real happy with the lighting. Once again, got some LEDs going in here, but it's just not doing it. So I need to make some adjustments, consult some of my fish club friends and plant club friends as well. There's also several Plecostomus in here, bristlenose, ancestress. It's an albino, and a couple of your standard. There's one. There's a regular brown bristlenose. I thought I saw one of the Dorsigera coming out, but oh, there's one. Yeah, they're kind of hiding out, guarding their little spots. So nothing much to report in here. I think I just need to get a new batch of the earth eaters. I really like them. They're just great for this tank. I think I'll just keep things going like that. They're excellent community fish, and they're really interesting, and I think I'll get 10 or so juveniles probably, and get rolling with another crop of those. Really like them. Now we'll go over to the other tank, the 125, where we got some new Hillstream loaches, and those are pretty fantastic. You can see those guys here. I just love them. They're about, I don't know, 15 of these in here with my other loaches, Striata, Histrionica, and the Denison barbs as well. But these little Hillstreams are just the best. They're all over the place and just a lot of fun. I'm gonna set them up in their own little tank, just a little, like a dozen of them, or half a dozen, just to get a little breeding colony going, and a little fast moving, my 30-gallon cube. And there's the bird, sorry about that. I've got some, this is kind of a new setup, and nothing's happening. Very unhappy here. The plants are not dying, they're not growing, nothing's happening. If you look at older versions of this tank, these are all the same crypts that used to not even be able to see the face. You used to be able to, you couldn't even see the mask, the Buddha mask. And it kind of just, everything just died back. I pulled everything out, kind of got things rolling again, trimmed them back. As you can see, the loaches are just kind of ripping them out of there. But it's the same fish. Nothing's changed other than the hill streams. But they don't rummage around too much and disturb the gravel. But they're the same plants. Nothing really changed at the time that they all kind of died back and shrunk back to nothing. I'm not real sure what's up with that. So I switched my lights, got some different LEDs on there, and they're, as you can see, they're not dying, they're not melting, they're just not doing anything. So I'm not real sure what's up with that. I've got some Balancé crypts in the way back that used to be all the way up to the top, and they're just parked there in a state of suspended animation. But I found this website, I think it's called Blossoms and Branches or Blooms and Branches, I'm not sure. I'll have to see if I can put a link up for it. But you can get cheap manzanita, which I got this stuff. It's meant for bridal displays and bridal arrangements, and you can get manzanita for a lot cheaper. I like to support my local fish store, and I definitely do, but from time to time, when I want a big branchy piece of manzanita, this is, you know, $4 or $5. And you can also get the same piece sandblasted, which I think I will do next time, because this is slowly losing its bark and kind of making a mess. The ancestors kind of like it, but it's just kind of making a mess and looks kind of rough. But that's the way to go. And it's hard, and it's the same as this manzanita here. It's just nice and hard, and it sinks. It doesn't float. And then I've got my extra power head in there for current for the hill streams. Got some Bolbitis back there that's just looking kind of like it wants to go, but it's not going. It's just nothing's terribly happy. And it used to be, so not entirely sure what's up with that. So I'll have to consult my friends. Tell you folks, if you're not a member of any fish club, you ought to locate one and become a member, even if you don't live terribly near one. I belong to some fish clubs that I don't, I live an hour and a half away, and I don't go to every meeting. I'd go to a meeting once a quarter, or maybe once or twice a year, even, just for one of their big events, and their big auctions, and just stay in touch on social media or just the internet, and hook up with people who are really smart and know what they're doing, and you can trade fish. You can you see people that are just legendary in the hobby. And last night, my own local fish club, James River Aquarium Society, hosted Ian Fuller of Cory Doris fame, Cory Doris World. Gave us a lovely, very interesting talk last night, because he's in town for the Catfish Convention in DC this weekend. So he came down to Richmond to give us a talk, and it was great. So there's a lot of wonderful opportunities you can avail yourself to if you just have some contact with your local fish club. I highly recommend it. And even if you have to drive every once in a while, or if there's not one near you, I bet there's one somewhere close-ish. But that's where I got these hill streams, from one of my club members. She breeds, and look at those two. And you have opportunities to get some species that you normally wouldn't run into, and then she gave me advice on what they needed, how they would. I wouldn't have imagined they would like this setup with these big old barbs, and nope, they're happy as they can be. They love it in here. So anyway, and also I got a really nice cryptocorin bundle here. I'm going to try to throw that in there, see if it'll grow. I got that last night in the auction for $2. at the end of my meeting. So you guys should support your local fish club. Go online and see if there's one in your area or nearby or just regionally, and hit them up. I highly recommend it. That's it.